Philippines. As we all commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia, Pakistan stands firmly committed to its cardinal principles of dialogue, mutual respect and peaceful coexistence. Over the past few decades, the ASEAN Regional Forum has established itself as an indispensable pillar of the regional security architecture. In an increasingly complex strategic environment, it must continue to strengthen its preventive diplomacy role by remaining dynamic, forward-looking, and focused on practical action. We therefore welcome the adoption of the Manila Plan of Action 2036 and reaffirm Pakistan's commitment to its effective implementation. Excellencies, we meet at a time when geopolitical uncertainties are placing increasing pressure on multilateral institutions and undermining the rules-based international order. Pakistan deeply values ASEAN's consensus-based approach and supports stronger cooperation to address both traditional and emerging challenges, including artificial intelligence (AI), cybersecurity, climate change, food and energy security, disaster resilience, and public health preparedness. ARF must continue to promote dialogue, practical cooperation, and strengthen its capacity to address evolving regional and global security challenges. As ARF brings together countries from diverse regions, let me highlight 8 key challenges that continue to threaten peaceful coexistence, stability, and our livelihoods across the region and the world. Any delay in addressing these challenges will only undermine our collective efforts to achieve peace, stability, and prosperity across our regions and beyond. Excellencies, first, developments in South Asia continue to exacerbate serious security challenges to peace and stability. The continued failure to resolve long-standing disputes, particularly the Jammu and Kashmir dispute between India and Pakistan, remains at the heart of regional instability. Pakistan continues to advocate a just and peaceful settlement in accordance with the UN Charter, relevant Security Council resolutions, and the aspirations of the Kashmiri people. We also remain deeply concerned by India's illegal unilateral decision to place the Indus Waters Treaty in abeyance, seeking to weaponize water resources in violation of the international obligations. This threatens the lives and livelihoods of 250 million people in Pakistan. We simply cannot afford to let this serious provocative development remain unaddressed. Let us all be the architects of peace and stability and work together to address the challenges posed by arbitrary, illegal, unilateral actions. We therefore urge the entire international community, particularly the ARF membership, to support a peaceful resolution of these core issues and uphold international law. Ladies and gentlemen, second, the unfortunate developments in the Gulf region have seriously impacted all of our countries. We cannot afford to ignore these developments. Therefore, Pakistan did everything within its capacity to help restore peace and stability in the region, and we will continue to do so. We played a role in facilitating the ceasefire, convening the Islamabad talks at the leadership level between the two countries after 47 years, followed by the signing of the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding in virgin stock. We deeply appreciate the confidence entrusted in Pakistan by the United States, Iran, Gulf countries, and all of our friends to steer these efforts. Excellencies, these hard-earned achievements through dialogue and diplomacy have created a valuable opportunity to advance lasting peace. We must not let this opportunity slip through our hands. Pakistan remains committed to making every effort to establish peace and stability in the region. We urge all parties to exercise restraint, uphold their commitments, and pursue peaceful engagement. We remain hopeful that these efforts will contribute to regional stability, the reopening of the state of Hormuz, and the resumption of normal shipping without any conditionalities. The international community must continue to support and reinforce these efforts through sustained dialogue, diplomacy, and constructive engagement to help achieve lasting peace and stability in our region and beyond. Excellencies, third, the humanitarian situation in the occupied Palestinian territory, particularly Gaza, remains deeply alarming. Our collective failure to prevent the genocidal streak unleashed in Gaza raises serious questions about our collective conscience as human beings and about our ability to prevent the continued atrocities in the region. Pakistan reiterates its unwavering support for the inalienable right of the Palestinian people to self-determination and for the establishment of an independent, sovereign, viable and contiguous state of Palestine based on pre-1967 borders with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital. Excellencies, fourth, terrorism remains a common threat and challenge for all of us in varying degrees. Pakistan has been at the forefront of the global fight against terrorism. No country outside active conflict zones has been sacrificing as compared to Pakistan. We have paid an enormous price in the fight with over 90,000 precious lives and colossal economic losses which run into close to $150 billion US. Excellencies, Pakistan continues to confront terrorist threats, including those organizations from and originating from across our borders and supported by both non-state actors and state sponsors. Our comprehensive counter-terrorism strategy combines kinetic operations with educational reform, institutional resilience, as well as enhanced cooperation to address the evolving cyber dimension of terrorism. Despite all odds, Pakistan is determined to fight against terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. This is a long-term commitment that requires sustained national efforts and enhanced international cooperation. We see it as a fight for the safety and security of our own state as well as for greater peace and stability of the world. Excellencies, fifth, the threat posed by terrorist groups operating from Afghan soil continues to pose a serious security challenge facing our entire region. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, Fitna Hindustan, and Global Liberation Army, Fitna al-Khawarij, continue to exploit Afghan territory to launch attacks against Pakistan. Pakistan has only one expectation from the Afghan Taliban regime to not allow Afghan territory to be used for terrorism against Pakistan or any other neighboring country. If they are able to honor these commitments and fulfill their repeated promises, there will be immense opportunity for trade, connectivity, and socio-economic development across South Asia, Central Asia, and beyond. I would like to use this important ARF platform to call upon the Afghan Taliban regime and all abettors of terrorism in the region to refrain from allowing Afghan territory to be used against its neighbor or anyone else. I also urge ARF members to support efforts aimed at ensuring that Afghan territory is not used to threaten regional peace and security. Excellencies, sixth, Pakistan supports all diplomatic efforts aimed to achieving a just and lasting peace in Ukraine. We remain steadfast in our commitment to the principles of the UN Charter, including sovereignty, territorial integrity, the peaceful settlement of disputes, and the non-use of force. Dialogue and diplomacy remains the only sustainable path to peace. Excellencies, 7. Of the South China Sea, Pakistan supports the peaceful settlement of all disputes in accordance with the purposes and principles of the UN Charter. We value our ties with all Asia-Pacific states and urge that these disputes be resolved through dialogue, diplomacy, and mutual respect. Peace in this vital region necessitates non-interference, restraint, and engagement. Pakistan reiterates its firm commitment to the One China principle, recognizing the People's Republic of China as the sole legitimate authority over Taiwan. Excellencies, 8th and last, Pakistan remains among the countries most vulnerable to climate change despite being contributed to less than 1% emissions. We are pursuing an ambitious climate agenda, including expanding clean energy and implementing our national determined contributions. We call for enhanced international cooperation guided by the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities and respective capabilities to address this common global challenge. Excellencies, Madam Chairperson, to conclude, I reiterate that Pakistan remains firmly committed to the objectives and principles of the ASEAN Regional Forum. As we move forward, let us renew our collective resolve to build a peaceful, inclusive, and resilient region where sovereign equality, mutual respect, and dialogue remain the foundation of our shared future. Let us work together to build a peaceful, prosperous, and resilient future for all.
इस वक्त आपको दिखा रहे हैं कि नायब वज़ीर आज़म इसहाक़ डार की जानिब से आसियान रीजन से खिताब किया जा रहा है। उनकी जानिब से कहा गया कि पाकिस्तान ने बार बार कोशिश की है कि ख़ित्ते में अमन बरकरार रहे। पाकिस्तान ने खलीजी ख़ित्ते में अमन इस्तेहकाम के लिए फ़ाल कोशिशें की हैं। उनकी जानिब से ये भी वाज़ेह किया गया कि अभी भी पाकिस्तान खामोश नहीं है, बल्कि पाकिस्तान की जानिब से मुस्तकिल बुनियादों पर कोशिशें की जा रही हैं। भारत की जानिब से सिंतास माहदे की जो मुअत्तली है और उसके बाद जिस तरह से भी आबी अटैक्स किए जाते हैं भारत की जानिब से, उस पर भी उनकी जानिब से ये जो मामला है, ये मौक़िफ़ है, वो सामने रखा गया है। अफ़गान तालिबान रजीम से मुतालिक भी गुफ्तगू